Or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him? I was poor and I'm black, phone taxing him. Yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found. So please shut the
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCarthy going to put it up right away. That's to his rookie wideout from Wisconsin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First down. Block. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you don't establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a 2nd and 2. On the ground with a tight end. And some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
The slot man in motion right. To the air with McCarthy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Let's go now.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready? 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Again, Patterson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Patterson. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
But you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Second and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready. Cougar Knights. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Man, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, if it's 2 in a row, would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brock. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Go!
A right side run with Patterson. And hard running's going to get him over to 40 to the 42. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a handoff off the middle. McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bucs at 3-7 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw, Bennett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 79, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line. well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run on first down. McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
On the ready.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
Here we go.
And Bennett will look to throw. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. To the left side, he finds Teslaw. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case,
and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
21. Buccaneers 10. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Bennett. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man, that's too small. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down in the yard. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready? Cowboy!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Get it! Let's go!
Second half will start with a run by Patterson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brock. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 169 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Bennett now. This is caught by McMillan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Viking territory now. They'll come up first and 10 at the 34. Bennett. Over the middle, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
The 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Bennett completes this quickly. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The second and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ready. Go.
Bennett looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Buccaneers 24. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll get this out to about the 40.
176 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer.
From the shotgun, here's Bennett.
Big strides, look at him go.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come on, set.
To throw is Bennett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready.
Bennett now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Sixty Bobcat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Martin Emerson.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Block. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Looking to put a drive together.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
The throw's going to be caught. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw, Bennett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. 181 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On the set.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Ready.
Back to throw. Bennett. And that will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brock. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To the air with McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Okay, ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Ready.
Now Patterson to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Open man is Ibuka. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Hawk 19, Hawk 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Bennett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Bennett. He's got room at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Here comes 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready up.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
36.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 20. 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Sanders now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 41. Vikings 31. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Vikings 31. Jason Sanders set to
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
at their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those